in a time and place where reality is changing moment to moment. There's a place that is a constant reminder that life not only goes on, it flourishes. A constant reminder that we are not only resilient, we are vibrant. And we often exceed our wildest dreams. Particularly when we work together. While so much has changed, there are some things that have remained the same. Our house is your house. We look forward to welcoming you back.
Hi, it's Jim from the Dive Line, and I'm with another exhibitor for Scuba.Digital. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Hi there, my name is Emma Jane, and I am from Sunset House on the beautiful island of Grand Cayman.
And for those that don't know where that is, where are you located?
So we are about an hour south flying time of Miami, and we are west of Cuba.
Very nice spot indeed.
Yes, very small islands in the middle of the Caribbean Sea.
It's great to have you as an exhibitor at Scuba.Digital. Why did you choose that as a platform?
So my last trip up to the US was the end of February, and that was to the Washington, D.C. dive show. And I arrived back in Cayman just as the world's borders were closing up, including our own one here in Cayman. So while I was signed up for many in-person dive shows throughout the year, I kind of guessed then that that was not going to happen. So I think it's important in this new COVID world that we stay positive and promote our islands, our resort. And I think this opportunity to do it virtually at Scuba.Digital is a great way to reach out to our loyal customers, but also to introduce Sunset House to new ones as well.
So what exactly is it that you'll be exhibiting at this year's show?
So I'll be exhibiting kind of what you can see behind me. Don't know if you can. It's very early in the morning here, so I'm still at home. So Sunset House is a family-owned and operated dive resort on the island of Grand Cayman. We're located right on the coastline of the Caribbean Sea, so we have direct access for shore diving right in front of the hotel. You can see that in the picture right up on the top here. So basically, you can roll out of bed and jump in the ocean and dive. So I like to think the resort is like a liveaboard on shore, because you can basically dive 24/7 when you're staying with us. We have sunset divers on site, and the dive shop, we have 6 modern dive boats to whisk you off to some of the best diving in the Caribbean. And Grand Cayman and the Cayman Islands in general are famous for its wall diving. So you can get up, you can wall dive right from shore, or you can jump on the boats and get out there and see the beautiful drop-offs that we have on the island. I'm also going to be here at Scuba.Digital to answer any questions about the resort and the island. We offer great dive and room discounted packages all year round, and I also have some special offers for the show.
You're obviously involved in the travel industry. How has it affected you with COVID-19? How have you managed?
That's a great question, because here in Cayman, our borders are still closed. We have been closed since the end of March. So we're just over the 6-month period now that we haven't had any of you beautiful visitors to the islands. So while just last week, October 1st, we did actually have our first phase reopening happen, but unfortunately it still involves a 14-day isolation on arrival. So it's not geared yet for the returning tourists for the island. But I mean, we do commend the government here for its swift reaction to the pandemic, and we are COVID-free right now. So we can actually move around as normal. We don't have to wear masks. We should still be social distancing, but it's not law like it is in the UK or other places around the world. So right now we're safe. We do have obviously a great pool of resident divers, and also our bar and restaurant is really popular with the island population as well. So we're doing okay. But obviously we want the island to reopen. in regards to cleanliness and stuff at the resort, we're following all government guidelines, but right now the hotel's not open. So we have plenty of time still to put all of that in place. And you never know, by the time the island's open, things might be different as well. So really, when you book at Sunset House, we do ask for only a very low deposit. It's only $100 per person to secure your reservation. And for those booking for the rest of 2020, we're not taking any full payments until we know the islands are open, basically.
Well, every exhibitor has a show-only deal or a show-only offer. What is it that you guys are offering?
So I have two offers that we're doing. So as I just said, because we're not completely sure when we're going to reopen, we made the Pay It Forward program. And that's basically a way to generate revenue while the hotel's closed, so we can still be here when we reopen. And that's a voucher system where each voucher is $750 per person, but you're saving about $250 with in-resort credit when you actually come and stay with us. So the $750 would give you $100 towards your room. You get $100 per person to spend in the dive shop, so you can use that on extras like going to the Kiddie Wake or the famous Stingray City, nitrox rental or gear rental. And then we also offer $50 per person to spend in My Bar, which is our tiki bar on the ocean front, or in our restaurant as well. So those are valid for travel right through 2021. And we've done pretty well on them, which is great. And we thank everyone for purchasing them. And then we've introduced our summer fall special early for 2021. And basically that's travel from June to the end of October 2021. And as long as you book 7 nights stay with us, your diving is half price. So if you book 7 nights with 6 days of diving, you're only paying for 3 days of diving. So basically, it's kind of, if there's 2 of you, one is getting their diving. That is available, as I said, throughout June and October. It also, for certified divers, we have some specialty courses, which are 2 for 1. So you can choose nitrox, peak performance buoyancy, or fish ID. And if you're traveling with a non-diver, then they can try diving for half price. So they can do the Discover Scuba diving, or if they want to get certified, then we're doing open water referrals at half price. So they can do all the academics and pool work at home, and then we'll do their diving for half price as well.
Fantastic. Other than those show-only deals, why should people come and see you over everybody else in the travel industry?
So we're a family. As I said, we're a family-owned and operated dive resort. It's still owned by the original Caymanian family that started it back in 1958. So when you walk through our doors, you become part of that family. We pride ourselves on Cayman kind, which is our warm hospitality here in the Cayman Islands. You have to be here to appreciate it. So obviously you've got to come down and find out what that's all about. We are one of the only dive resorts on the island that boasts its own shore diving facilities. So as I said, you can basically dive 24/7 that you're at the resort. So there's not a lot of places that can boast that. And when you purchase one of our diving room packages, your shore diving is complimentary as part of that package. So you can really make the most of it. But of course, if you don't want to dive 24/7, then we have our beautiful swimming pool right on the water. And we have our famous mudslides that you can get at My Bar. So you can just sit back and relax and watch the world go by. So we're just waiting here to welcome you back to our house at Sunset House.
How do people get hold of you, Emma?
So you can find us at Scuba.Digital. You can go to our booth front and register interest. Or you can email or find us on our website, which is sunsethouse.com, or emma@sunsethouse.com. Really simple.
So thank you very much for joining us and letting us know about Sunset House. Hope you have a fantastic show, and we'll catch up with you in a couple of weeks at the show.
Yeah, looking forward to it, and thanks so much.